taxpayer and a citizen that's very concerned about the future of Houston. I've written and spoken extensively about the financial condition of our public agencies throughout the Houston region. I've even sued the city of Houston over deceptive ballot language on another bond issue. Which brings me to the reason that I am so concerned about the plans that Metro has issued to borrow $3.5 billion to expand its broken transportation system. I commend the formation of a new group entitled Responsible Houston, formed to defeat the Metro Next proposal. I'm not a member of the group or its formation. So why am I, as a concerned citizen, so opposed to Metro Next proposal? First, Metro wants us, through the bond authorization, to give them a blank check. They have spoken loosely about authorizing the construction of light rail lines to Hobby Airport and a few BRT rail lines similar to what you see under construction here. I have not seen ridership projections, financial projections, revenue projections. And when under questioning, the chairman of Metro talked about getting to those plans over the next 15 years. Second, for the rail lines that Metro has planned, constructed, and operated, they very seldom meet any of their projections, and the ridership and revenues have been declining consistently over the last few years. Even though everything else in Houston has been growing, population, jobs, etc. Metro promises in this bond authorization no new taxes, but it hasn't given us any guidance about how it plans to repay the $3.5 billion worth of bonds through principal and interest, or to cover the operations. Fair revenue only covers about 10% of the operations. The other 90% of the operations are covered by the existing sales tax. There simply is no room in Metro's current finances to cover any of the finances proposed rail expansion. But the main reason that I am opposed to Metro's new proposal should be self-evident from what happened right behind us last Thursday afternoon. Much of Houston was covered with additional floodwaters. The first obligation of public leadership, of government, is to keep us safe. But every time we have a flood, we are destroyed physically, we are destroyed financially, and we are destroyed emotionally. If we use $3.5 billion that the city does not have to build more empty rail lines and trains, we are going to distort our public priorities. We need to take every dollar that we possibly can to build flood mitigation infrastructure, building future rail lines that are going to carry no people isn't going to solve anybody's problem. And unless and until we solve our flooding issues, there aren't going to be people to worry about transportation issues. So what I would like to do is introduce Jim Scarborough, who is going to offer a few additional comments in opposition to Metro News. Jim?
My name is Jim Scarborough. I am a citizen also of the taxpayer of Harris County. I'm here to support the Responsible Houston Act, responsible.com, efforts against the 2019 Metro referendum. And here's some of the reasons why. Metro cannot be trusted. Metro is trying to tell us that the ridership is up in Houston. You have a packet here where they can't prove it's up, but we have the numbers here. That the revenue has decreased 10% since 2012, with area population increasing 18%. Now, you go figure it out. They say it's because they're giving free transfers away. They can't tell you how many free transfers. Here's some other things. In 2003, they promised 72.3 miles of light rail. Today, there's 45 miles of light rail. What happened to the other 27 miles? Where is the money? In 2003, there were 25 parking rides. They promised 9 new parking rides. There are 27 today. What happened to the other 7? They promised 50 new rail stations. After phase 1 of the red line, there were 17. They added 24 cents. Where'd the other 26 go? These are all promises from the 2003 referendum. They promised an additional 250 miles of park and ride service. In 2003, there were 103 miles. Today, there are 182. Where'd the other 168 go? They promised a 50% increase in bus service. In 2003, there was 1,565 buses in service. Today, there's 1,490. That's a 10% decrease instead of a 50% increase. In 2003, there was 607 million miles taken in the metro system. Today, there's 529,000. That's a 12.9% decrease when the population has increased 38%. Those were some of the promises made in 2003. Unkept promises. That is one of the reasons, some of the reasons that I'm opposing. Others are Metro, who says that they don't have anything to do with this project back here. In your packet, there's a memorandum of understanding between the City of Houston, Metro, and Uptown. They signed it first. They have everything to do with this project. This is a BRT project that is they promised to have by Super Bowl. Super Bowl. That was 2.5 years ago. They're still working on it. Now Metro is trying to sell their referendum, in my opinion, with your tax dollars. It's flooded the news. It's found how great Metro is. They're also now throwing out information about the referendum. This could be illegal. We will see on that in the near future. I'd like to close right now by saying that for questions, I'd like to say that Gilbert Garcia, the former chairman of Metro, couldn't be here today. He's in Chicago, but he will be having a press conference of his own, and he has announced that he is against the referendum, the 2019 referendum. I think that's very, very significant. Thank you very much.
So, my name is Wayne Olchipino, and like these other two guys, I'm a citizen as well of the city. I want to address this advertising issue and also the conduct of this project. There is a law that makes it illegal for a government entity or any of its officials from doing anything in an advertising that would be substantially considered something that could likely influence a voter, yes or no. It doesn't mean that you have to say, vote yes. If you're doing advertising that could substantially influence a voter to vote yes or no, it is a crime. I think it's time that Ms. Patman resign or get out of the lobbying business and the political action committee business. Look at the records of the Texas Ethics Commission. Ms. Patman and her husband, while she was chairman, is pledging $100,000 to this political action committee. At the same time, she is directing the advertising for Metro. In addition, and I'm more than happy to provide it, she sent a solicitation letter. They are looking for $1.6 million from the political action committee, from the contractors and engineers who will benefit from this election. That's not even close to the line. It crosses the line. And the mayor should tell Ms. Patman today to cut it out, or he should fire her. But here's the problem. If you look at that political action committee's contributions as we have, and you see the $340,000 in contributions from those people in pledged loans, you then look at Mayor Turner's campaign contributions and realize that those same people have given him more than $400,000. Before we do another blank check, somebody needs to hold someone accountable for what happened in the past. all of us are not, we have nothing against rail. We're not like some anti-rail, anti-bus people. We are people that went to a meeting last week and watched Metro move a proposed line of a north-south rail from Gessner to the Beltway without any discussion with the folks who run the Beltway to see whether they want to share their lines. This is half-baked. It's not ready. And nobody has gone back to look at what we were promised the last bond election and what didn't happen. It's really important, guys, that folks actually pay attention. You know, when we have other bond elections, we get as much specifics, even though they don't always do it. We get specifics. School bonds. They say we're going to fix $25 million for this school. Metro doesn't have that. They've written the language to sort of be squishy so that they can figure out in 10, 15, 20 years what they're going to do. I wouldn't give $3.5 billion to anyone unless they told me what they were going to do with it. I know there's some other folks here who may want to talk, and I think we should let anyone who comes up. I know Anthony's here, and you want to make a comment, and you can all take questions. If you want to make a comment, as Anthony Beltrafino is my son, so a candidate for city council.
Before Anthony talks,
Go ahead.
Responsible Houston, we do not endorse any candidate, and anything said by a candidate for office after this moment is not part of our program. So please, I just want to officially announce that. And I think what we ought to do, Wayne, is to end the press conference for Responsible Houston right now, and make sure that we hold the line on that. Okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Mr. Frazier, hi,
Yes.
Mr. Frazier.
Yeah, any questions?
I have a question. If you could take the center of the podium there,
All right.
since we didn't hear from you earlier, and you are officially
Right,
aligning
yeah.
yourself with Responsible
Yes, I am.
Houston. How much money have you raised, and how much are you planning to
Well,
spend?
we just got started, so we've not raised any money.
So what are you planning to do other than this press conference?
Well, we would hope that people would go to responsiblehouston.com and make a contribution, and we will begin by social media campaign to inform the public of what the issues are and what our stance is on them. We're running a factual campaign. We're not, like Wayne said, we're not anti-rail, we're not anti-public transportation. And as a matter of fact, quite the opposite. So we will endeavor to come out and inform the public of what's going on, and some of the things like Wayne just talked about, where they're actually moving a proposed line along Gessner over to the Beltway without any discussion, and so there's obviously been very little planning on this. And to ask for $3.5 billion in order to do this, I think is irresponsible. And that's why we named our PAC Responsible Houston. We're for responsible government, and we're going to engage in a type of dialogue that will show that with responsible planning and responsible leadership, we can have a good public transportation system. There's no need to go spending $3.5 billion today. We've got major flooding in this city that needs to be mitigated before we start building more rail lines and bus lines that probably won't be used for anything.
So your bottom line, why do you think voters should not support this referendum?
Well, for what I just said, I think we should fix the flooding first, number one. And I think we should address the transportation needs. The ridership is down. We're taking active bus lines that had good ridership. They're replacing it with light rail. The light rail ridership has gone down since then, and the bus ridership is going down as well.
What does this money have to do with flooding?
Pardon?
What does transit funding and a 1 cent sales tax that Metro is asking for, an extension of, have to do with fixing flooding?
Well,
how do you use that money to fix flooding?
Well, I think that Metro has the ability in the transportation law that will reform Metro to spend that money on streets and drainage. They can spend that money on streets and drainage. They don't have to. They don't have to spend it, but it's provided for in the law.
And Metro says
So-
that we're. Oh, sorry.
So
Go ahead.
you want them to spend the money they use operating bus and rail systems to
No,
fix streets?
that's not what I said. If there's extra money, rather than build new bus and rail, let's go ahead and fix our streets. Okay, that's transportation.
Right, but that's also the GMP money, not the
That's
other
part of
75%
it. That's
of the
part of
sales.
it. But there's no limit to the GMP. Okay.
I mean, there's a basement to it in the sense that there's 25% that they have to give to the cities and the county.
Yes, that is correct. But if you look at the transportation code that form Metro, they do have the ability to spend money on other things like traffic signal synchronization and other things. They do not have to build bus rapid transit lines that are unproven. They never operated one of those before. Why can't they wait until they see if their ridership and projections can be attained on the thing they build behind us? They're going to go ahead and ask us to give them money to build new BRT without any proof that it's a workable concept in Houston. We do not have the density that is required or suggested for BRT or light rail in many of these areas that they're going into. Any other questions? Okay, thank you all very much for coming.